Yeah, Talofa, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Talofa tule pa ia male malu le au fia nei taeao. Pa ia mamalu nunu o tuia fatini o tonsala o le ale o iai se famtalanga ai o le taeao lontolo nei o le famoe moe. Our community, our responsibility. O le manulauti, o le tato summit, fa'alea o onga, outreach moneto sanga, fatalo fatuai. Welcome each and every one of you. Pastor Liaina Moti, we have His Excellency Ratu William Tonganivalu. He is the roving ambassador for the Pacific Islands. We also have our federal family members, Basil, Auntly, FEMA, and everyone from the federal community, our families on the federal government. Good morning and welcome. And also our local partners, good morning. I understand that everybody's here all excited, but before we begin, we know that in Samoa, God is first. And it is my utmost respect and honor to call upon Reverend Liaina Moti from Alofau Methodist Church to lead us in a spiritual message this morning. Thank you.
O whalofa mwhatalofa. So for man malo tātou rio e se kawiso le whaao le kalesia. Pa ia lau whainga luenga. So se whata whai taulanga lo whapaltuia o wae manuia o nuu masapaenga. O wāwhoni ma manu o le ola mo le atunu. O whalofa whoi mwhatalofa. Le tātou uso a malo mai masani o wo e ne taeao. O whalau whoi mwhatalofa le paia. Sua lau sunga le whātonu ma le malu le matanga luenga. Polo kalame manaia matango fie o wase manuia o ainga nuu ma le tala le lei. Ai le ngata e leo tupu mutamari i nofo o whawhare o polunga. Paia ma lava loa o alo mana e tātou whanau. Malo soifua manuia, malo le pale, malo le fulau. Langi mamafi tai tunga I whiau mga luenga. Ai maise awa onga o whea ngai aina ia tātou whanau. Ai o maia se o tātou tāpua I atu I lea tua. Lo wa tuwae le tūpue. O te whane ne e ia te oe o te whamanu atu fōi I lo suafa e whawavau lava. O te whamanu atu I atu oe I aso malava o te I atu fōi I lo suafa e whawavau lava. E siri lava I owa e tusa o na matuavi ia o ia. E le mawhai o na sue ina lo na siri e se. Wa mato ia e tu tono le nei malu le nei taeao. Aso sa lupe, aso sa tofa, au wā le whamoe moe, au wā le lumana I manuia o lau atunu. Pangale atu o mato wafe atu I atu oe le mawhai lava o na mato whaatino o se metas. Pe au noa ma le anganga pa ia e na nea ai sa mato tāpua inga. Papatiso ina mawhauina I mato. Tāpua I atu oe le anganga atua ma le whamau ni lava. Ke riso whaola o mato o le matatalo atu ai nei. Amen. Paitau ina ni upu ma le awhionga pa ia le atua. Wali mafufonga foi mo ne taiao wal tatu mafutanga. Tu se fai tau mali kene se mua lo nam ta upu mua. Fai tau mali foi upu e lua su mali ono se whaangata e tolu su matas. Ia o manatu le a fai tau le foi upu e au iai se wha soa ne taiao. Wa fiong pa i o tatu o tua. No whetala iane leo le tua. I nā tātou whai i o tangata i lo tātou whaatusa. Ia fōringa iai tātou, ia pule fōi lātou i al sami ma manu whelelei. Ma manu wai whā ma le lau ele uma, a toa ma me whetolofi uma e whetolofi le ele. Talo lava i le mana o le angang pa ia. Whā pupula ma whā malama lama i o tō whina ngalo mo tātou loto. Leo winga moni o ana fionga ua whaitau wina le ne tai au. Sina whā soa ua wan ne tai au ma le aunga o aute o le wha moe. Ua mwhai anu whaitau le tusa whaitau wina ma le whaingainga tuai. Whetala iane leo le atua, i nā tātou whaia i o tangata i lo tātou whaatusa. Ia fōringa ia tātou, ia pule fōi la tau, i o sami ma manu whelelei, ma manu mai whā. Ma le lau ele uma a toa ma mea whetolofi uma e whetolofi le ele. Ele i titi ele whatau waa. Le whatua tuanga o le wha moe o le atua na tuu i le tangata. Na whai ailo na whina i le ngata o mea uma i le sami o le lau ele ma so se mea. O lona winga o le sio manga e a fua e pule ai le tangata. Ono whalawa mawhau e iei se tala se tasi o tai pālangi. Nā lulang su enga i manua. E tu fesili nei tamai tai pālangi. Pole ale ala e le ai eni ano fale. Context o tangata Samoa. Pamatalanga nei tamai tai pālangi. E whai mai ole ano fale whatatau i mea fale pe o no fuanga ne o teu wina o no fua o lau maso se me tu i to tonu o le fale. Pe tai e papa ule wa ai al tai pālangi. Nā ngai ese le soifua e ola ai i le pālangi. Ese le o langa wha Samoa. E vai manua mamalu ia lana wa ai taitolunga pa pālangi. Lea ngai wa ai le pālangi me teu i to tonu o le fale. Ale taitolunga o Samoa molo watunu e pele le loto. Po le ale le lei o le fale ai a tui la o lao le ano fale mau taimi. Tile awal fai fale. Ai fai mai upo le atunu. E le o le fale a o le ano fale. O lona winga i lo le fale ono o le ano fale. E fa i lo le ano fale. Le tō whae teu i to tonu o le fale. E ano fale le atunu e maasani ai tātou. Whaana i ano fale tātou te whaasoa ai mata noa nei tai au. Mua ta maari. Lua tu la fale. Tolu ta maitai. Ma le wha tau le a Samoa. A whai o le ano fale ta maari. E teu waile tō wha. Sa ili ai tō wha le nuu. A le aisa ta maari o se nuu po se a fioanga. Wa le aise maopoponga. Le aise maopo masilelei. A whai foi o le ano fale tu la fale. E teu waile tu whautanga ma le moe. E teu waile la unga. E teu wai uputuu. E teu wai ngafa. Tala whaasolopito le atu nuu. Ma le nuu ma le a fioanga. A le ai foi la se tu la fale se nuu. O se whautanga e tawhea lava le au. E whautanga le anu. A tō wha au se anu fale a tamaitai. A se whalangi whai mai o oi o le pae ma le auli o le whiangainga. Teu wei le nuu ma le tamau a inga le nuu. A whai foi lai le ese tamaitai to tonu o se nuu. Se anu fale. O se a inga mati tiva. Ma wha sino mia le anu. A se anu fale se tau lea. Whaatino i lana amo mana tau ato e susu e usuai e fo i le malulu e fo i le vevela. Timu ia malaina. A ole tau tua toto tau tua tua vai. Tau tua matavela o lana i lea ano fale. Whaatino i totono o le fale o le nuu. Nuu maso se a fio ang. Mea ia sa le iloa e makwet. Wangalonga ta watu le ingo le palangi le na fa so so enga matu fisili. O ta mai ta ingo ya market mid. Me ia sa ngalo ele loa. Nei ano fale tele man nai o le atunu. Wa fo ila no fale sa moe tino I matangi ele ai se tino. Ele te ua le ano fale I le fale ai tau I tangata e nofo I le fale. O le ale le o le fale. Ai a fale tonu tangata e no nofo I le fale o se fale lava. Ele aunga ma whatawa. Au tu o nei tai au. Our community, our responsibility. O le ase uwinga. O le lei ma matango fie o tātou loto I fale, o lo tātou ma tā whaioi lea, vai inga lea, whai lai unga nei tai au. Whamatala manilo mai ai le tusi sa whai tauina, le fohanga le atua na whai ai tangata, a toa man ma tā whaioi na tu e olai, na whatausi, whaatino ai fonga ai le ele mal sio manga. Petalai se o tātou whai tangata I lona whaatusa. Iai loe tangata na ola usustai ma ola a noa mo le whina ngalo o le atua. Fōringa wa ai o le atua, e le tau whamatalaina, image of God. E atangia le a mi o le tangata fōringa mātango whio o le atua e peo na manu ai e le luai tangata le amtanga. E te tau whoi o le matua usustai, le tangata I le atua. Al whamatalaina o lo ta oto ai tonu, ta tuu iai le atua ma le pule. Tusi sa whai tauina o lo ta ua mai le upu pule. O lana whamatalaina o le dominion. E a ama le upu e peru e ta ua o rata. O le winga o lana whamatalaina o le pule tausi mea, stewardship. E pule au le atua, ai wana o se tausi mea o le fofuanga le tangata na whai e le atua, oe ma. O lona winga e manino lava ngā luenga, po na tausi tangata na tui ai e le atua e le neila lolangi, wa mae a foi o le tuu mata manga ina e le atua, tu langa tai tasi e mwhai o na pātino, peitai. E tūlanga ese lava le mta whai, yoi al tangata e fōringa mai wa tui ai le isi ma malu o le atua, na te leo leo, na te whaatinoina, le whina ngalo whai tu tasi a le atua I mea uma o le fuafuanga ma le larolangi. Ai ei whapitauli o tupu, te lea whapitauli, o le usustai lo duai tangata. Soli polo a inga le atua, o fōringa vai o fia pule fo I tangata, I le pule a le atua. E leo se mele lei whaasiri au pule le tangata I mea le atua. E sopolo oso tātou langona whātau waa I le pule tū tasi a le atua, pe tai iai leo mapuapua ngā, ma whaingata. O te manatu o se polkalame matango fie, ma manaia, ma le lei nei polkalame. Au tū foi o toi whawhangu ai, wa lai o le tātou poto le nei manu. Dau sunga le whaatonu, ma le mamalo le mtanga luenga. O le awhia ai o se atunu mamala whalna atura e a fua mai lava, ono le manatu whaatau waa. O le tangata I lala mtawhoi na tuu mai le atua. Lala mtawhoi oi. Whaapale pale, whaapele pele, I mea umo se sio manga. Tui ailo malosi, tui ailo watotoa, tui ailo mawhauwhau, tui ailo tino, tui ailo wanganga le anga na fua ina mai le atua, e ta tau whoio na e toi whasoa, e tausi male fia fia I aso uma ma taimi uma o soi pua male ola. Ae, mafua I se a. Mafua I se a. A whale anga ina ngata I whale ua loa na sila fia le tātou mafutanga le netai au. Whale anga ina fo I atu maunga, o loa na sila fia le toi tau whamtalaina. Tele o atu nu o lo tau a, o lo fia ngai ma taua mfise inga, whale tonu laulangi. E mafua mai lava I le soifua mo le ola o tātou tangata. E mafua mai lava I le ano whale o le atu nu. E mafua mai ino la tau le tausi mele lei. Wa tātou whaatala le fuafuanga na tuina mai e le atua. Awana tupu matangi ma fie mlolonga a toai mo whaamai. Mafua mai no tātou le pui pui, ma tausia lo tātou loto I whale le tuina mai e le atua. Tutuila ma manua, mawhtanga o poto le nei aso, o whaasopo mai le atua lo to soifua mo somato malosi, o se tu alalo leo tala le leile le tai au. O le lei, ma le saonga le mua to tono so tātou atunu, o loo I ou lava a au, ma o tātou lima. Whapewheo na whaatino. Pe te tinga ina, pe te hae maunga e teifo e wanu, omo tāngutungutu mga oa. Ai ma whai ona tātou whaatino I le loto e tasi tutupu a tasi. Lau tō whao, lau whautanga lo loto, o lau whatu a inga nai au whanau le nei tai au, e malu mamatanga o fiai soifua ma le olo o tātou tangata. Na tuina mai e le atua le pule le tō whae manui ai nuu, a inga ma le kalesia. A tātou fia pa wa ai pēi se tutuila ma se manua matanga o fie, pēi e fōringa wa ai o le atua. Ia tātou la lango whaatasi, tutu whaatasi, au ati ute mta whai oi na au mai ma au ina mai e le atua. Liu tino tangata o le atua e ala ia Yesu Keriso. Ina ia wha matanga o fia fōringa wa ai a le atua sai tangata na matanga ma palapala. Ono le anga salape taina fia mai Yesu. Ina ia maliu matoi soifua manu malo, ina toi wha foi tātou ma manu au le lei ma la le lei. Na tuua e le atua e le amatanga. Lono winga. E mo mia foi e le atua ia matanga o fia le tangata a toa ma le sio manga. Manuia maftanga le nei au. Ono Yesu. Amen. Alala pei lalo. Tātou pese whaatasi whai mua ma le tali. O le whai le pese le kalesia me tisi. Apei se vai ta fele fifi le mu pelu ti ane le so o langa pe o te Elelei lava oelo mātou tua. Polo kalame sa whauau, whaupō, o tau le niusina leo le fusinga. Wa mātou poto le nei malu, fuafuanga malawa singa e peona iai le nei asu. Mātou tatalo, whaafitai tele lo mafutaino I mātou. Whaafitai tele I fuafuanga polo kalame, ia te la tō wau whaatasi, ia wane po kalame matango fia whaatonu malmtanga luenga. Ale ngata fu leo tangata wala lango whaatasi a wale whamoe moe o nei asu. Whaaftai tele le tua I tāle ni maa ngā wau e whaanga wa ina I la tō, mai mātou uma. Whaaftai fo I awa no mu whai no mātou mō li mau e le ngata lea, o le poto potonga o mu whai no mātou I aile malu le nitai au. Tu maulo vi inga nei se o lava le whawa wau. Whamangalo I mātou. Whai o I mātou tangata o le ato tō le whaatino e ina. O mea na e tuina mai mo I mātou te ola matau sio le mātou matau whai o e ao na mātou whaatino. Whātou ese whaamawa lalo atu I ato oe. Se e whaamangalo mai I mātou. Sina matau o lau toto, whaamangalo ai mātou. Alo whangia whaamoe moenga le nei asu. Whaamoe moenga lau atunu, le whengaso loa I whiau mga luenga, e maiso tangata lava ia, malana tau watia, ai to tono malu o whale maso se mea. Se e malutia lava I mātou I oa alofa. Nei potpotonga e a fua e sa mātou whātasinga. E le ai se mea mātou te mwhaia. O mai le mana oe au riti ai mea mātou te whaia leo na amatanga se o leo na whai unga. Tu maulo vi inga awa lava mo I mātou. Keriso whaolo o mātou o ole matatalo atua nei. E lunga ia I mātou lo manui o ole atua le tamale file mu mone o lo alo pele Yesu Keriso. Ma futa mātou malo angang pa ia nei se o lava I le whaavavau lava. Amene, amene.
Whaptetele lau sunga le tausi matanga luenga lia ina moti, ia mo le upu filfilia le atua e whaatonu whalawa e fo ili nei wha moe moe. It is with great honor and pleasure that I introduce our next speaker, Dr. Awelua, Dr. Salote Awelua Fanene. She is the Director of Department of Youth and Women's Affairs. Please welcome Dr. Salote.
Well, good morning, everyone. I stand here humbly and feel very privileged to be able to share a few thoughts and remarks today at this summit. With all protocols observed and respected, I am grateful for our opening prayer and our spiritual message that we received today, which will help set the tone for the rest of this event. Today, I stand here to share with you the Department of Youth and Women's theme for this year, which is Invest in Prevention. So you see up here on the screen is our mission, which most people are not fully aware of. Our mission is to inspire growth for the youth and women through instructive programs, skill training, seminars, culture programs, and informational network programs. In addition, we also advocate for gender equality. And recently, we have included the Governor's Wellness Initiative to promote health and wellness activities, and also to include persons with disabilities. I had prepared a speech based on mostly our adults, but when I walked in and I saw the youth, I was like, perfect. You guys are the ones that I want to speak to. Substance abuse is what I'm going to be sharing with you today, and how this falls in line with our theme. Substance abuse, buyers, sellers, and users have made their ways onto our shores. They are now in our villages, our workplace, our churches, and in our schools. Oh, Kalo 5, seeing more kids come in. Welcome, welcome everyone. Good to see you all. Last month, the Department of Youth and Women's Affairs, we're known as DIWA, we sponsored a youth forum. And we used the fundings that we have received from the opioid settlement to finance this event. Our substance abuse awareness started with a huge red ribbon wave, which our Honorable Governor, Lemanu, and our Lieutenant Governor Laupui had led the way with the Comprehensive Substance Abuse Council and government departments and agencies. This was our first effort in order to get our community to see that we are really trying to promote prevention of substance abuse. Afterwards, DIWA started holding workshops, activities, and training for the youth to help them understand the effect that drugs have on them, their families, and our community. Our third annual theme for this year is Invest in Prevention, meaning we invest also in our youth, in our culture, and in our language. In our weekly discussions on illegal drug use and drug addictions, several of the youth have opened up and shared the horrors that they are facing. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip, just in case you don't know. You can take down my theme right now. You could take this off. So if you see, whatever you see up on the screen, that's what people see all over. It's live. So I've been watching some of you on the screen, and some of you probably think it's just here. No, it's live. So don't be shy. You can smile for the camera. Can you remove my mission? I'd like to see the kids' faces. Come on, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. So yes, so whatever whatever you see on this screen, that's what everybody else is seeing because we're going live. All right, so some of the kids had shared with me some of their horrors, some of the stories. Some of them said that in their home, they see drugs. Some of them said that in their village, they see drugs. Some of them said that in their church, they see drugs. Some of them have also reported that in their schools, they see drugs. Now, this is data that we collected from just open discussions. Nobody was forced to answer or share their stories, but they willingly did this. For some of them, there is really no tomorrow. They do not see a future. They live for today. For some of them, it feels very gloomy, very dark, and very lonely. Because some of our youth are victims. They are victims of physical and emotional abuse from people who are taking drugs. And every day of their life, they live in fear. Some live below their potential because they are unable to deal with their feelings of emotions because they are embarrassed by what their families are doing, and they are embarrassed with the people they are surrounded with. So today, I am wearing two colors. The color yellow, which by one of my favorite authors of children's book, Diane Abler, yellow is a spot of happiness. And green is a spot of peace. And I wear these colors because I feel that today, my message needs to let everybody know that each one of you are so important and you're very unique, and you deserve a spot of happiness and peace every single day. When our youth are telling us that they see their friends use, when they see their family use, and that they see others around them are using drugs, we know that whatever efforts that we are making right now, it's not working. It's not working. Because they're telling us it's not working. When we are putting our youth in an environment that has a long-term effect and possibly increase the risk of them being users themselves or sellers, then this is what the future of American Samoa is going to be. So we need to do something about it. I'm going to share with you a few of the questions that we conducted on a survey. I will give you the top 2 answers that we got from this survey. Question: what is the worst drug in American Samoa? Oh, some of you are answering. Okay, so according to the survey, answer: marijuana and meth. Are they right? Oh, I got yes. I got thumbs up on that one. Okay, that's not a good thing, but I'm glad we know, okay? The problem with us is we need to identify what the problem is, and now that we know what it is. All right, question, listen up, kids. Which do you prefer smoking, cigarettes or vaping? Top answer, vaping. All right, here we go. Question, listen to the question. Do kids under 21 drink alcohol? That was the top answer. Question, if yes, then where and when? Let me give you the answer that the survey has. Top two answers. Number one, school. Number two, home. Correct? All right, we got some agencies here. You're getting some real live questions and answers, agencies. All right, here's the question. How can the Department of Youth and Women's Affairs help someone who wants to stop taking illegal drugs? Let me give you the answers that they said. Answer number one, the top answer that we received from most of the kids: I don't know. I take drugs, and I'm not ready to stop. Answer number two on the top three, talk with them, talk with the kids. Answer number three, take them to church. Reverend, do you hear that? You should have more kids coming to your church right now. That was number three top answer. And I'm giving you the fourth. Tell them the truth about drugs. Don't lie about it. Tell them the truth about drugs and how it affects them. Question, you ready for the next question? All right. I should have done the survey over here. Questions. Why do teenagers drink alcohol or use drugs? Okay, let me give you our top three answers, which I'm hearing in the crowd. Answer, peer pressure. Answer, bullied. So bully in person and cyberbullying. Answer number three, stress from the parents. I don't think so, but yeah, okay. May stress, may mama kuha, small kind of stress. All right, here we go. Question. Question, have you taken drugs before? Because you're on camera. Yeah, you don't want to give the answer. Well, let me give you the top answer from those who took this survey. And I do want to remind everyone, this survey was not only from the kids that were SYP workers at DIWA. This survey was given to multiple other groups. Top answer of the question, have you taken drugs before? Top answer, yes. Yeah, not us, them, It's not us, it's them. Okay. Question. I'm only going to give you the top answer. Question. Where do you get drugs? All right. I'm so glad we have our Reverend in the front. He's going to give us another blessing when we are done. All right. Answer, the top answer from the survey, school. Yeah, not our school, the other school. Okay. All right, here we go. Question. What can we as a community do to stop the youth from taking drugs? Pray to God? Okay. Thank you all for answering. But let me give you the top three answers that we had. Number one, talk with the youth. Talk to us. That was the number one answer. Number two, be home. The second top answer to this question of how we can stop our youth from taking drugs is for us to be home. To be home with your parents, with your brothers and sisters, to be home. And number three, the top answer was family time. I see thumbs up on the family time. Faingofia lava kakokalia. It's asking something that doesn't cost us much. Our youth have spoken. They want more family time. They want parents to be home. They want to be home. And they want us to talk to them. My young youth and all those who are listening, if we want to change the shape of our lives, we need to change the shape of our day. Because each one of us are given the same equal amount of time. Doesn't matter who you are or where you are, we all have the same 24 hours a day. If you want to change the shape of your day, then we need to change the shape of our hours. If we want to change the shape of our hours, then we need to change the shape of our minutes. Every single minute and second counts. And you are the one who gets to choose how you're going to use that time. Decisions are constantly before us. To make them wisely, courage is needed. You need to have the courage to say no. You have to have the courage to say no. I want you to have the courage to say no. Until you say no, this is going to continue to be a problem. You also have the courage to say yes when it's needed. Yes, I will help. Yes, I will pick up the trash. Yes, I will get up on time to go to school. Yes, I will gladly eat the free school lunch program meal and not steal money to go buy snacks at the store. Yeah. But if I go feel a yes, you have to have the courage to make that yes happen. In my opinion, Fa Samoa is not about saving ourselves. Fa Samoa has a more true value and meaning. It's about saving each other. It's our life insurance. That's Fa Samoa. We help each other during the good times, and we help each other even through the not so good times. It is of great importance that we commit to support and partner and collaborate. We need to start recapturing things that were lost. Too often I hear, I remember when we had a family gathering. I remember when my mom took care of me when I was sick. I remember when my teachers reached out and helped me with my homework. We need to create these memories so we have something to look forward to in the future. We need to recapture what is good and hold on to this. I believe we strive to help one another. We can really make our traditional values come to life, like trust, honesty, kindness, hard work. We are a government that exists for everyone, no matter where you come from. We have a voice, and so do you. And the Department of Youth and Women's Affairs is a place for you to be able to share your thoughts, your feelings, and how you wish for your future to look like in American Samoa. I'm going to challenge you all. Let's champion the change. Let's communicate powerfully through words and action. Let's inspire high performance. Let's do better than what we are doing today. I would like to close with a little clipping to show you what I feel about the Department of Youth and Women's Affairs and how we can make this place a much happier and peaceful place for you, me, and everyone. DWA is all about life. We're all about promoting good health and wellness. We do that last one. And this is the cooking. Go ahead. In closing, I want to say, let's do this together. Let's create a safe and healthy environment. Dare to stand up against drugs. Dare to share your reasons why you are against illegal drug use and distribution. Dare to share because you care. I love you all. Have a good summit, and thank you for my time.
Hey, everybody repeat after me. Go to church, be home, and dare to be drug-free. Yes, thank you. I'd like to introduce, it is my honor to introduce our next speaker. She is the Deputy Director of Department of Marine and Wildlife, Mrs. Selaina Vaitotolu Tuimavave.
Everybody wants you. Everybody wants your love. I'd just like to make you mine, all mine.
Thank you, Director Lisa Tuato'o. Good morning, y'all. This is going to be a hard follow-up after that dare to be drug-free, isn't it? My name is Selaina Tuimavave. I'm with the Department of Marine and Wildlife Resources. Raise your hand if you know or if you're familiar of Department of Marine and Wildlife Resources. Raise it high, high. All right, there's only about a handful of you. Raise your hand if you know what a coral is. High, 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 high. Now put it down. Now I want to hear who can tell me, who is brave enough in the audience to tell me what a coral is. When I pick on you, I would like you to stand up, introduce yourself, where you're from, and what school you are here from today. Oh, no hands are coming up? You're gonna get a prize. You're gonna get a prize, that's for sure. All right. The gentleman right here, because he was first. Please stand up. We have a mic, Lisa. All right. Tell us your name, what village you're from, and what school you're from this morning.
My name is Nehemiah. I'm from Fangasha, and I'm from Manumalo.
Nehemiah Fangasa from Manmalo, please tell us what a coral is.
Coral is like rocks, but it's where the fish live, and it's very important to the fish because they need it in the ecosystem, and it helps them hide away from predators.
All right. Give a hand for Nehemiah. So, have a seat, Nehemiah. Thank you. So, Nehemiah said it's like a rock. It's very important for fish because that's where fish live. I need two more. I need two more brave souls to help out Nehemiah. Who can tell me? I would like to have a representative from the back
Right
and
here.
then one from this side. Yeah? So the hand that's still remaining from the back.
Do I say my name?
Please go ahead, tell us your name, where you're from, what school you're here with, and what is a choral?
Hi, I'm Alora. I'm from Manumalo Baptist Church. I'm from Arizona, and a coral it's like a living, hard, I don't know how to describe it, but it has branches, it's in the ocean, and like he said, the fish live in it. It hurts to step on it, and yeah.
All right, let's give a hand for Laura. So that's going to be our second private school representative. I need a public school representative. Any public schools on this end? Let's see. I see one brave soul, another female. Famul Mole Olo, the one in blue.
We have Samoana High School.
Samoana High School. All right.
Okoro is, my name is Matthias Sala. I come from Fangsa, and I live in Fangsa. Oh, yeah. I go to school to Samoana High.
That's good you live in Fangasa. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Okoro is a hard substance that's in the ocean and where fishes lives. Small fishes lives.
Let's give a hand for Fangasa. Let's give a hand. All right. So here's what I'm seeing. I had two representatives from the private schools. I had one representative from public school, and I had two students from Fangasa. Now I'm looking for one more brave soul, maybe on this end, like in the middle there, right there. The one with the purple jacket. Olo Famalmole. Last one.
Hi, my name is Andrew Musawai Mapu, and I live in the village of Wailoatai, and I go to Pacific Horizon School.
Hi,
And-
good morning.
Hi, good morning as well. And wait, the question is a quote. And I think that a coral is like a living creature. It's also like a rock that lives in the ocean, and it also provides like many foods for fishes and other creatures. And it's also an animal.
Very good. Please give a hand to our Bailoa students. So I heard different commonalities from the answers from each of these representatives. By the way, if you did get up to give me an answer, please visit the booth right on to the left and grab a prize if you did not get a prize. Commonalities are corals live in the ocean. It's important for fish. It provides habitat for fish. One thing I did not hear, coral is a living animal. Yeah, coral is a living animal. They're little polyps, and a bunch of corals, they make up coral reefs. I'm really glad to hear that we have some Fangasa students in this forum. Fangasa is one of the villages that the Department of Marine and Wildlife Resources is working with to establish what we call village marine protected areas. Raise your hand if you know what a village marine protected area is. If you do not know, you definitely all need to visit that booth because today you will know what a village marine protected area is. I'm not going to bore you out because I know it's the first day and you see all these lovely booths that's going to provide information. But one of the things that I really wanted to make sure that we highlight this morning is the need for community awareness. This was a very simple question: what is a coral? If we know what we're protecting, we can protect it well. We can engage ourselves ourselves in conservation. And that's the mission, one of the missions of the Department of Marine and Wildlife Resources. So I would like to encourage teachers, staff, community members that have questions about what's in the ocean and are not really familiar or not really sure of what's in the ocean. For example, what is a coral? A coral is an animal. Please come down to our office. We're located behind the Development Bank of American Samoa in Pago Pago. We would be more than happy to work with you. But until then, I should see you at the booth right here. Thank you very much.
How about that? Community engagement and raising our awareness. I love it. I love all the students out here and your enhanced awareness. At this time, I would like to introduce our next speaker, and her name is Ms. Rosie Oneata. She's a program manager with Intersections. Intersection does a lot of good work for our youth. Rosie?
You mine, all mine. Now, baby, give it up, baby, give it.
I le maupuepue ma le maulunga le nei aso, i le paia o le au whainga luenga tutofi le atua, tainane le tawhatolu o le whainga malo Amerika Samoa. Whaaton sili ma taitae o matanga luenga. Ia, ma le loa loa le wala au lia ua, ma whaiona tātou au whanga poto mai le nei wha moe moe. Ia whaapea foi le tupulanga talavou. Awe se pati mo tātou tupulanga talavou o mwhaiona iai le nei aso. Ia, tulo lava, o te tūlai ba le whaaloalo, ma o te moa i whaatalofa atu i le suafa manu malo Yesu Kiriso, talofa lava, ma lo le langi mama, ma le soifua manuia. O pa ia, mau mamalu o le au leo o iai, ne ia vea malape o lo nei tangata. O lo ingoa o Oneata Rosie Soi, a vea lo whaatauwaa e whai masui o le ofisa tuma otia le Intersections, whaapele tamaita ei whaatonu ia tau ili mo lilia se ui. Whaafelo ai atu ai. Ia ai ona o lo filongia le tātou maftanga o le ali liu se whaamtalanga i le ngangana whaapiritania. Talofa and warm greetings to you all. It is an honor to stand before you today at the America Samoa Disaster Resilience Summit, where we gather to address not only the natural disasters that threaten our surroundings, but also the challenges and resilience of our community, and especially that of our young people, the lifeblood of our community. My name is Rosie, and I am a part of a wonderful organization called Intersections, which was founded in 2002 by Executive Director Tauiliili Morililia Seui. Intersections Inc. is a 501c not-for-profit organization that has been creating opportunities for change among youth and families since 2001. It began in a small family room with 5 children who wanted to learn basic computer knowledge and computer keyboarding. In 2 weeks, 35 children joined the group, and a computer literacy program was implemented. Intersections was later incorporated in 2002 in American Samoa to provide intervention and prevention services that empower young people to become successful in making positive choices, promote healthy living, and foster social responsibility. And also to become successful in making positive choices, promote healthy living, Intersections has directly served 3,500 young people that have performed and impacted over 40,000 people, both locally and abroad. The mission of Intersections is to make a lasting and positive differences in the lives of children and families by empowering them to break the mindset of poverty. The theme of our summit today, our community our responsibility, speaks to the heart of what it means to build a resilient future. Now, first, I would like to ask a really brave student. Waisi tupulang talavo toa, mafai ona e fa matala mai le winga le upule resilient in your own words. What does resilience mean to you? Say fa mole mole, say Mike fa mole mole le alo le alo si melona lona lima fa ftai.
Good morning. My name is Penny, and I go to Samuel Baptist. And one word that I think it's really good meaning for resilient is steadfast, which is to stand without being with much resistance to a force that is trying to, resist you. Okay, anyways.
I'm Spatimo Penny from Samuel Baptist.
Thank you.
Is to be steadfast. Now, do we have any other student from a different school who would like to say what resilient means in their own words? We have a hand that was being raised from back there. Si may lunga lima, lala winga ole resilience.
Testing.
Wow, we have a lot of hands. Okay.
Yeah, Talo Falava, my name is Lisa. I go to PHS, Pacific Horizon School. And to me, resilience is a very important word, and I think what it means is to be able to overcome challenges and to be able to bounce back when you are at rock bottom and be able to raise back to the top when you have nowhere left to go. Thank you.
I'm Spachitato, Sui from Pacific Horizons. All right, thank you so very much. And in fact, these answers are correct. Yeah, we heard to be steadfast, and we also heard to be able to bounce back. And that's exactly what resilience means. So today, we share lessons learned, best practices, and to strengthen our collective efforts towards disaster and climate resilience. However, we must also acknowledge the deeper layers of resilience: community resilience, cultural resilience, and youth resilience. Now, the first layer I would like to talk about is community resilience. Community resilience is the backbone of our survival and success. It is how we come together as one people in times of crisis. It is the way we ensure that no one is left behind, especially the most vulnerable among us. A resilient community is one that not only survives but thrives in the face of adversity. Having the ability to bounce back after facing challenges or setbacks, resilience involves mental and emotional strength, maintaining a positive outlook, and finding ways to cope with or overcome obstacles. It includes practical skills like problem solving, coming together to support and empower each other, just as we have done here at this summit this week. So Faftaitililawa, Director Lisa Tuato'o, and ODAPM for spearheading this event, along with your wonderful partners. We have a responsibility to our community. Now, for us young people, you might not think that you have a responsibility, but you do. So how can we empower community members who may feel powerless? Sometimes that's us. We feel like I'm not in a position of power. But see, with all the problems and the issues that we may be facing, there is a wanganga. So when stung by the spines of the alamea, or the crown of a thorn starfish, one should turn the starfish and have its spongy feet touch the area where one was being stung. The alamea will heal its own doing. In this sense, for us, the solutions for our own issues lie within us. It requires us to draw strength from each other and recognize that every voice matters. The second layer, cultural resilience, is essential for our Samoan people. Our culture holds the wisdom of our ancestors, the knowledge passed down through generations that teaches us how to live in harmony with the land and the ocean. By preserving and adapting these traditions, we are better equipped to face the uncertainties of climate change and natural disasters. Our culture is more than a heritage, it is a strategy for survival. But we cannot talk about the future without focusing on our youth. Youth resilience is critical because our young people are not only the leaders of tomorrow, they are the key drivers of change today. Is that right, young people? We are key drivers of change starting today. They must be the forefront of our resilience efforts, both in disaster preparedness and in facing the social challenges that exist within their communities. At Intersections, our commitment to youth empowerment is rooted in the belief that young people are empowered by knowing that they have the capacity to influence positive change. Through our Tupulanga Ta'yala Peer Leadership and Positive Youth Development Program, or better known as Ta'yala, raise up your hand if you've heard of Intersections and our Ta'yala program. Okay, we have a few hands at the front. Oh, our Lieutenant Governor and Lisa, Director Lisa. Thank you. So we work directly with young people, and most of the time with the targeted schools that we focus on, they are the ones who are familiar with our program. We work directly with young people to build their confidence and encourage them to avoid risky behaviors and communicate the importance of making better choices. It is much the same way we must engage our youth in disaster resilience efforts, helping them understand their vital role in preparing for, responding to, and recovering from disasters. Ta'yala was developed in 2016 by high school students who wanted to take the lead in communicating the benefits of avoiding risky behaviors to their peers. So as Dr. Salote mentioned earlier, we have a lot of peer pressure that we face from our friends and our peers, right? But sometimes we need to be equipped, especially we need to be equipped with the skills to resist temptations. What are some of the temptations or the pressure that you face from your peers? What are some, would you say you are pressured to bully? Yes. Drugs and alcohol, like we mentioned earlier, is definitely on a rise as well. So with Ta'yala, we started with 50 high school students, and today over 700 high school and college peer leaders have become alumni of the Ta'yala from Leone High School, Tafuna High School, Nuuli Votech High School, Fasao Marist High School, and the American Samoa Community College. These peer leaders raise public awareness through presentations and skits on issues such as peer pressure, bullying, teen pregnancy, sexual assault, and presented to over 8,000 elementary students in grades 6 and 8. So we are so thankful for the American Samoa Department of Education and our community partners for helping us make this possible. It is often said that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. In the same way, our resilience as a community depends on our ability to uplift every individual, especially our young people, who face their own battles. Battles that may not be as visible as a hurricane, but are no less destructive. The natural disasters we face are not limited to the environment around us. There are also social and emotional storms within our youth. Storms that threaten their well-being and their future. There's mental health issues and suicide amongst our Samoan youth, and that we see is an ongoing crisis, which stems from the inability to identify healthy and unhealthy relationships, the inability to set boundaries, or the inability to create safe spaces, and being silenced when they are crying for help. Other prominent issues or disasters in our society include sexual abuse, Sexually transmitted diseases on a rise in American Samoa among youth ages 15 to 24. Domestic violence, the serious drug problem we have on island, all needs our attention. American Samoa as a whole, starting from within families, congregations, villages, schools, need to protect and empower its children, youth, women, and every individual. When we allow young people to have a voice in providing solutions to the issues that impact them, they take ownership of their community and gain the skills to be confident young leaders. So how do we empower a community without power? The answer lies in engagement and collaboration, in recognizing that resilience is built not in isolation, but in unity. We must engage every sector, from government to nonprofit, and every generation, from the elders who carry our cultural wisdom to the youth who will shape our future. We must ensure that the lessons we've learned are passed down, that our cultural values such as the fa'aloalo, the wa'awhialoa'i, and our faith in Christ are maintained and protected, and that our youth are given the tools to lead. This summit marks an important step in that direction, and it is through dialogues like this that can bridge the gaps to create solutions that are inclusive, sustainable, and forward-looking. And as we observe National Preparedness Month this September, let us remind ourselves that preparedness is not a one-time act. Preparedness is not just right now when we come together holding this summit. It is a continuous process, one that requires all of us to stay vigilant and proactive in strengthening our resilience even after today. In closing, I urge each of us to take the lessons we learned here today and put them into action. Let us engage our youth in their resilience and perspectives. Our youth, they want to share their ideas, they want to make a difference, and they want us to believe in them, that they could be responsible individuals and good stewards of our environment and the Samoa. When we give them opportunities to share their ideas and help bring about positive change, helping them embrace their identity as Samoan youth, the dark forces of this world will have no time to influence their choices or lead them astray. So let us change the way we see our young people, less as children, but more as contributors. Together we can face any storm, overcome any challenge, and pave the way for a brighter and more resilient future for our people and our youth. Let's embrace this responsibility with determination and unity, because after all, it's our community and our responsibility. Faftaite lava, and may God bless you all.
We could not have selected a most appropriate and excellent speaker for the youth. At this time, we will close our morning session and allow you to go out to our outreach booth. And it is with great respect, honor, and my pleasure to introduce Honorable La'apui Talawenga Eleasalo Va'alele Ale, who is our Lieutenant Governor, who is also the chairman of our Hazard Mitigation Council that put together this summit. Please put your hands together to welcome Honorable La'apui for closing.
Tulai atu le ava mal whaloal tele, i le paia ma le malu a fia mai le nei tae au. Whātalo whātu le suafa man malo Yesu Kiriso. Paia ma malu o le atunuu, paia o le kalesia e mese o le whainga malo, ia manatu o le anunu atuia whātini o tausala. E tauia o no o whātulou, ma whātalo whātu. I am here to first to bid farewell to some of our distinguished guests who have been with us through this week, who will be leaving us tonight. But also to greet all of you here today from our private schools who are attending our summit. The purpose of this summit is to allow us to put the issue of disaster management and disaster resilience in the front of our minds. We have seen a lot of disasters and storms affecting the world as climate change continues its hold on our globe. And American Samoa is not immune from the impacts of climate change. We have all seen it. And it is important for all of us on this island, including you, our students, our young ones, to know and understand what to do when the earth shakes or when the waves start to part and go back into the ocean. You should all know what to do. I am told that we also have public school students here, so let's give a hand to our public school. Okay, what about another hand to all of our private schools? It's very important for us students to become champions of our environment and our climate. And I was very pleased to hear the story of how Fina Finau came into existence. Who are here are members of Fina Finau? Si dunga lo lima pe afai ke Fina Finau. Okay. So Fina Finau is an environmental group that was originated out of Samoana High School by then teacher Sabrina Mahuka and her students at Samoana High School some years ago. And now it's a thriving grassroots group of high school volunteers. So if you are interested in becoming involved in a group that takes care of the environment, look into Fina Finau as an option. It's also a great opportunity for you to do some volunteer work for our community. Yeah. In addition to Intersections is another great grassroots organization that was developed by concerned parents and teachers to find opportunities for us kids to be involved in. So I am grateful that you all are here. Thank you, teachers and principals, for allowing our students to attend this event. I'm only concerned with the public schools is that I am told that only a few of you were allowed to come here to attend this important summit. I think this is a summit that all of our students need to be exposed. Director Lisa and her team has brought to us in American Samoa experts in the field of climate change, of disaster management, and all of the things that we need to learn about being resilient in the time of storms, in the time of significant impact and changes in our lives. We all have experienced recently COVID-19 and how much COVID impacted your education and our lives. And it was a very difficult time. We were very fortunate to have the assistance of our federal government. We have here representatives from FEMA. You guys know what FEMA stands for? Everybody knows FEMA, right? Students, why don't we give a big hand to FEMA for all of their help. FEMA is the federal agency that responds to disasters around the country. And they are the first people that arrive on island if the storm happens, if we have a tsunami, or in the case of COVID-19, they were here early to help us with our efforts to manage the impact of COVID in our community. So these are the types of disaster that we discuss and we plan. And I am grateful to Director Lisa and the department for arranging for this type of summit, because when we're in the middle of a hurricane, we're in the middle of a tsunami recovery, all the plans in the world, you forget. You forget all the good plannings that you have. But the reason why we like to meet like this is because there's no hurricane out there, there's no COVID. It's just a perfect time for us to sit down and share ideas on what to do when we have a major weather event or health event that impacts all of us. What do we do with schools when there is a heavy rainfall and the roads are blocked? Do we keep the students home? Do we let them come to school? So all of these different things that have happened. And what we do in these summits is we share ideas with experts from the federal government and all over the world. We are especially honored this year to have with us the ambassador from the government of Fiji, the Honorable Tonganivalu, who is sitting up here in the red shirt. Why don't we give a big round of applause? His Excellency Tonganivalu is the roving ambassador for the government of Fiji for the Pacific. So he has a lot of countries that he is responsible for in the Pacific, including us, the territory of American Samoa. So he is here as part of his duties to the government of Fiji to visit us, and we were honored to have him keynote this summit. And it's interesting, as we look out into the Pacific, we discover that what the people in Fiji are doing and in Samoa and Tonga is the exact same thing that we are trying to do. It's those cultural ideas, the indigenous ideas that we have, and it's good for us to learn and hear from our neighbors on how they are trying to deal with climate change. So I'm glad that you students are here, and I hope you take the opportunity to learn as much as you can about climate change and about disasters, dealing with disasters, the different type of disasters out there, and how you can be the one to help your family prepare for that event when it happens. You can be the one that calms mom and dad down when there is an earthquake or something's happening at home. So it's important that you are here to do that for us. Every single one of us in American Samoa plays a role in this, from the Matais all the way down to us kids. So I hope you find this summit useful. I also wanted to let you know that as part of the summit, and you will see this, there is a growing field of study and potential future for people who study climate change and disaster management. There are people who have made careers out of managing disasters, how to provide food supply to a place that is just been hit by a hurricane or a cyclone. That involves a very specific type of training. And if you are trying to look into the future and figure out what you want to do as a student, where are you going to take your education from Manumalo or from another school? You know, look into this area. You know, climate change is real and it's impacting us. You know, learning science, learning biology, learning ocean science. So those are the type of opportunities that are out there for all of us so that we can learn how to be resilient in our small island. And now I want to turn to our honored guests and who are leaving us today. On behalf of Governor Lemanu and the people of American Samoa, I want to express our sincere appreciation and thanks for taking the opportunity to visit us in American Samoa and be part of this third annual disaster summit here in American Samoa. Your Excellency, William Tonganivalu, you have been a champion of American Samoa from our efforts to become members of the Pacific Island Forum and your dedication shown by your attendance in this summit. We are so grateful and honored that you have accepted our invitation to be here, and we hope that this trip has been useful and helpful to you as part of your duties to the government of Fiji. We hope to continue to grow our relationship. There are many things that I believe we can benefit and share with the government of Fiji, and we hope we can continue those discussions into the future. To our federal partners, FEMA, the Department of Interior, NOAA, Coast Guard, the Army Corps of Engineers, and all of you who I will not be able to call out. I want to also say Mr. Fred Joss, all of our visitors from off island who have traveled far to be with us today, this week, to share your expertise. I have learned a lot from you. I have learned a lot about some of the issues that we have. The fact that we have a concern about our ports and transporting our jet fuel from the tank farm to Tafuna. These are the type of things that are not always apparent to us, but having you here and talking about those issues opened our eyes, or at least opened my eyes, on what is important. Reminding us of our cultural norms, our indigenous knowledge, how we are able to do things, how some of our elder looks out there, and then they get us all get ready to. There are certain people who know that it's going to rain just by looking. There's no clouds out there, but they will say, oh, it's going to be a big rain. That's indigenous culture, indigenous knowledge that we need to learn from our elders and from our other Pacific Islanders who are continue to practice it today, because those are the things that will help us deal with disasters. So I want to say thank you to all of our visitors, all of our guests from off island, especially those of you who are leaving tonight. We wish you all the best, And in returning to America, to Fiji, or to Hawaii, wherever it is that you're heading, may God be with you and guide you back home safely. And you can put down on your calendar our fourth Disaster Resilience Summit will be held next year, first week of September. So put that down on your calendar, and we'll see you again here in this spot next year. With that, Faftaitele Soifua Mayamanwia.
Faftaitele Lautofa Lapui, Honorable Lieutenant Governor Lapui of American Samoa. I would like to ask all of our federal distinguished guests to please rise up, and from our Pacific region, Hawaii, Samoa, Fiji, Tonga, if we may all stand up, because the students were not here to hear all of your beautiful speeches in day one for our leadership meetings and day two with our training. So if you guys may all get up, everyone that's here for the summit, Fred, and everyone please get up. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. You may be seated. We also have the American Red Cross Regional Director here and our Marine Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment from Samoa. I would like to ask our beautiful audience, our youth, you guys are all the future leaders of American Samoa, if you guys could give us 3 cheers. Or when I say tatolu mai, you guys know what to say, right? Choo, choo, choo. To all of our speakers and everyone that is able to fly and travel to American Samoa to participate in our summit, and especially our Honorable Governor and Tausim Tangaluenga. 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna say tatolu mai. 1, 2, 3. Tatolu mai, tatolu mai. I cannot hear you. Tatolu mai, tatolu mai. All right, how about we all get up and say that and then sit down for the closing prayer. Everybody, as I feel like you guys can't say the choo, choo, choo. Everybody, please. Come on, students, get up, get up, get up. Yes, get up, get up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, tatolu mai, tatolu mai. Yeah, that's tatolu mai, tatolu mai. That's more like it. Thank you very much. Please be seated. We will now have Tausim Tangaluenga Liaina Moti to say our closing prayer, and then you're all gonna go to our booth. Everybody's ready to receive you. Losunga Tausim Tangaluenga.
No mātou wā mata i a te oe, o mātou toi whai ufo i a te oe. Tū mau i a te oe lo lava vi inga, aua lava mo i mātou. Turi au wina i mātou i fuafuanga malama singa o te toi o ne yasu. Mafuta ine i mātou i le mana o lo wangang pai. Ke riso wha ola o mātou ole matatalo atua i nei. Amene, amen.
All right, you may all get up and choose where you start. Maybe this half can start on this side and this half can start on the right side. In a very orderly fashion, you guys go and learn from all of our first responders, all of our hazard mitigation members, and you guys are getting giveaways. Thank you.
Test 1, 2. Okay, for the schools that hasn't grabbed their bags, please make your way here to the front table. So let's start with the Pacific Samoa Baptist Academy. Please make your way to the front table for Mimole to grab your bags.